foods you absolutely do not want to experiment during Thanksgiving. Hello, I'm Tiffany Godfrey, your committed wife coach, and this is for wives who are considering trying something new during Thanksgiving. I am going to advise you against that for various reasons. But before I go into this, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And if you like what you hear so far, go ahead and click that like button and notification button so that you will get more videos as I come out with more. Well, anyway, let's talk about Thanksgiving, okay? Now, especially if you're a new wife, you want to impress your in-laws, you want to, be a part of the family, you're a new wife, or maybe you're a veteran wife. You've been a wife for a while. You could care less what your family and in-laws think. And I get it. But let me just tell you this. Thanksgiving is a time of love, of sharing, of peace. And even if you're around people you don't necessarily care for, you definitely don't want to irritate them by bringing some food that's not good. So I'm just going to help you out a little bit and give you 5 foods you do not want to experiment with for Thanksgiving. All right, number 1. Now, let me say this. Desserts. You could experiment with desserts. The only thing is, and the reason why I say that is because there are so many different desserts that'll probably be there. So if you sneak your little dessert in there, the only issue is it may not get eaten. So your feelings might be hurt. So I'm trying to help you. Now for me, I normally just do Mrs. Edwards pie. It's simple. It's good. Most people like it. And if they don't, I promise you that pie will be gone by the end of the night because somebody likes Mrs. Edwards pie. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. So let me start with number 1. And the reason why I say it is because I'm going to start with desserts. Number 1, sweet potato pie. Honey, don't mess with sweet potato pie if you've never done it. You can run the risk of the potatoes being too hard. You can run the risk of not putting enough sugar, not having enough cinnamon, forgetting the cinnamon or the nutmeg. It can be a disaster. Don't mess with sweet potato pie. If you've never done it, try it the day after Thanksgiving. And this is a slash, okay, on dessert. So this is still number 1. Number 2, banana pudding. Not number 2, but it's part of number 1, banana pudding. If you don't know how to make banana pudding, don't try it. Just don't try it because banana pudding is a staple in many people's households for the holiday. And when you come in there with half brown bananas, someone will have an attitude and you will make an enemy that night. So don't do it. So number 1, sweet potato pie / banana pudding. Don't experiment if you've never done it, okay? Number two, turkey. Now, I know that you have seen those sitcoms where people have dropped the turkey's too dry. Somebody literally put a turkey on their head and you laugh at that stuff. That's fine because you're watching TV. If something like that went down in your household on Thanksgiving or somebody else's household, the turkey was too dry and you can only cover it up so much with gravy, somebody is not going to be happy. And it might even be a fight. And I don't want you getting into a fight for Thanksgiving. It's not worth it. I would say, this is what somebody told me, experiment with Cornish hens throughout the year, okay? And then see how that goes, okay? Because that's the main dish and you definitely don't want to, you got to understand you're on trial for Thanksgiving, okay? People, they don't say it, but if it's good, they're going to tell you it's good. If it's not, they're going to tell you it sucks and don't cook no more. And you don't want to have that experience, okay? Number 3, collard greens, okay? There's so many things that could happen with collard greens. You don't put enough water. You don't put enough seasoning in it. You forgot the meat. And by the way, if you don't like pork, then don't even try to do collard greens. Now, some people do it with turkey, but I would tell you to make string beans, okay? And then put your little turkey in there. But don't, and if your aunt still cooks with the pork, don't eat it. Let her do the collard greens. Save yourself because there's an art to doing collard greens, okay? And you just don't want to run the risk of your cousin or your sister-in-law being mad because she was expecting your aunt's collard greens and you tried them out. Don't do it. All right, so that's number 3. Number 4, this is one of my favorites. And I actually can cook this. Macaroni and cheese. You know all the things that can happen with macaroni and cheese. It can be too dry, may not have enough cheese, may not have enough salt, not enough seasons. There's only so many seasons you can put in macaroni and cheese, but there's a certain taste about macaroni and cheese that has to be there for it to really be good macaroni and cheese, or they're going to talk about you. So please don't do macaroni and cheese if you've never tried it, because again, that's grounds for becoming an enemy to someone. And you really, as a wife, and I'm a faith-based coach, you want to pull people in to love and truth. And if you make bad macaroni and cheese, you're going to push them into darkness and you're going to make an enemy. And you don't want to do that. This is Thanksgiving, okay? So number 4, macaroni and cheese. Number 5, potato salad. Now I'm going to tell you a quick story about potato salad. And by the way, go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you have not done so already, and click that notification bell. But potato salad, I'll tell you a quick story. It was a holiday, and this is where I learned my lesson. This is why I'm trying to help you as a wife coach. And I decided to make potato salad. Wasn't good. And my in-laws were trying to be so gracious. They sent my brother-in-law in there and tell, oh, this is good. And I knew he wasn't telling the truth, child. I knew he wasn't. Something was missing. Something was missing. It wasn't good. It did not taste like my mom's potato salad, and we had to eat all of it. Not in that day, but we had to eat it. And I did. I kept trying to add stuff to see what, just couldn't figure out what it was. Now, where am I going with this? I'm a wife coach, and I believe in helping wives in their relationships. Maybe in your marriage, something is missing. Maybe you are preparing for 2024 that it will be better. Okay, but you don't know what's missing. Like, I didn't know what was missing in that potato salad. Was it more mayonnaise? Was it more relish? Did I need to put some more celery seasoning in there? I don't know what it was. And maybe that's how you feel right now about your marriage. Well, let me tell you something. There is a step. God speaks to us in one of 3 ways: a step, a strategy, or a solution. I got a step for you. I want you to join my 3-day PMS chapter challenge. Why am I saying that? Because my new book is coming out. PMS, Power, Misunderstandings, Scandals, and Sex, Playbook for Christian Wives, is coming out very soon. And I want to give you a bird's eye view of the book. I want to give you some clips and snippets from the chapters. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you chapter 1 for free. The whole chapter. The chapter is called Every Man Has His Own, Every Marriage Has His Own Share of Scandals. Don't believe me, read this. That is the exact title of the book, of the chapter. And so I want to give you that. There's going to be a link right below. And what you're going to get is that chapter. And in each week, you're going to get different things and activities and snippets about each chapter. And so I want to help you, and then you'll find out exactly when the book launches. I'm telling you, girl, we're going to be talking, but we're going in with sex. We're not playing. We're talking about sex. We're talking about orgasms. Girl, I'm telling you, we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. And let me say this. You've probably been praying, hey, Lord, I want my marriage to be better. Maybe you can't communicate well with your husband. We talk about that communication. And do you understand that there's a power in you? If you are a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ, there's a power in you that you can pretty much get whatever you want, but you got to know how to approach this thing. I talk about that in my new book. So go ahead and click the link below. Okay, there's going to be a link. Enter your name and email address, and you'll start receiving emails. And then, as we'll give you updates on the book as well. So as soon as the book comes out, we'll give you a link, and you can go ahead and get your copy. But anyway, 5 foods you don't want to experiment during Thanksgiving. Number 1, the desserts, sweet potato pie and banana pudding. Number 2, the turkey. Number 3, collard greens. Number 4, macaroni and cheese. Number 5, potato salad, because something is missing. And look, if something is missing in your marriage, I need you to go ahead and click that link below, because I want to give you some exciting information, a strategy, a step, a solution, however you want to say it, to help you to prepare for 2024 with your marriage. I'm Tiffany Godfrey, your committed wife coach.